For 45 centuries, we have been told a story. We are told that the Great Pyramid of Giza was a tomb, a monument of staggering scale, built by a Bronze Age pharaoh to house his mortal remains for eternity. We are told this story in textbooks, taught it in schools, and shown in documentaries. But like all convenient histories, this story serves to hide a much deeper, more resonant truth. The keepers of the official narrative conveniently ignore the paradox at the heart of Giza. No mummy was ever found within the Great Pyramid. No royal inscriptions, no royal treasures, no hieroglyphs detailing the accomplishments of the pharaoh Khufu adorn its core chambers. Where we should find the artifacts of death, we find instead the silence of pure mathematics. Where we should find praise for a king, we find the cold, hard language of physics, geometry, and acoustics encoded in millions of tons of stone. This was never a monument for the dead. It was a machine, a functioning technological device built for the living. It was an amplifier of consciousness, a tool for initiation, constructed upon a lost frequency code. To decode this structure, we cannot look to the pharaohs it is named after. We must look to its true architect, not a man, but a consciousness, a vast intelligence that survived the deluge of the previous age, an entity known across time as Thoth, the Atlantean. The secret message of the pyramids is Thoth's frequency code, and that code reveals not only the true purpose of the structure, but the true nature of reality itself.
Who or what was Thoth? Mainstream history classifies him as a myth, an Egyptian god of writing and wisdom. But the esoteric traditions, the mystery schools, and the surviving fragments of Atlantean lore describe something far more tangible. Thoth was not a god to be worshipped. He was a master, a scribe of reality, a consciousness who preserved the vast scientific and spiritual knowledge of Atlantis, carrying it forward after the Great Flood, seeding it into the fertile ground of the Nile Valley. His legacy is not mythology. His legacy is a blueprint for the universe, left behind in the enigmatic text known as the Emerald Tablets. Within these tablets, Thoth lays bare the 7 Hermetic principles, the laws that govern all creation. We are familiar with the most famous: as above, so below; as within, so without. This principle tells us that the pyramid is a mirror of the cosmos and also a mirror of man. But it is the third principle that unlocks the Giza machine. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. Now, imagine what this truly means. The universe described by Thoth is not a collection of solid static objects. It is a symphony. It is an infinite field of energy, a dynamic ocean of vibration. What we perceive as solid matter, the stone of the pyramid, the flesh of our bodies, is merely frequency, slowed down to a dense, perceptible state. If you are an architect from a civilization that understands this, like Thoth, you would not build with simple stone and levers. You would build with the laws of physics itself. your primary concern would not be structure, but resonance. You would not build a monument, you would build an instrument. The Great Pyramid is the ultimate expression of the law of vibration. It is an instrument designed to tune into, amplify, and focus the fundamental frequencies of the planet and the cosmos. The message is not written on the stone. The message is the stone.
The frequency code of Thoth is not written in hieroglyphs. It is written in the universal language of mathematics. It is a message that transcends time, immune to the decay of language and the distortion of history. Only a civilization that had rediscovered these universal constants could recognize the intelligence behind the design. First, the pyramid encodes the fundamental constants of our solar system to a degree of precision that should have been impossible. If you take the perimeter of the pyramid's base, it is 921.45 meters. If you divide this by twice its original height of 146.59 meters, you get 3.143, the value of pi. If you take the surface area of the four faces and divide it by the area of the base, you arrive at 1.618, the golden ratio, phi. These are not coincidences. These are the mathematical signatures of a deliberate, highly advanced intelligence. Now consider its location. The Great Pyramid is not placed randomly in the desert. It sits at the precise geographical center of the Earth's landmass. It is the 0 point of our continental grid, acting as a planetary anchor. But the mathematical code only sets the stage. The true secret lies in its acoustic properties. The pyramid is a resonance cavity. The internal chambers and passageways are not random. They are acoustic waveguides. The most critical component is the king's chamber. It is not a burial room. It is a resonance box. It is built entirely of massive red Aswan granite, a stone specifically chosen for its high quartz content. Quartz, as modern science knows, is piezoelectric. It vibrates and generates an electric field when subjected to mechanical pressure or sound waves. Modern acoustic engineers and researchers like Christopher Dunn have studied this chamber. When they generated sound inside it, they found it resonates at a powerful, specific, fundamental frequency. It is tuned like a giant granite tuning fork. This is where the code becomes critical. What frequency is it tuned to? This is the key that was hidden from us. The evidence points to the pyramid being tuned to a harmonic of 432 Hertz. This is not just a random number. 432 Hertz is often called the frequency of nature. It is a frequency that emerges from the geometry of the universe, the movement of the planets, and the mathematics of sacred geometry. It is a frequency that is mathematically consistent with the Earth's own heartbeat. That heartbeat is called the Schumann Resonance. This is a measurable electromagnetic frequency that constantly circulates in the cavity between the Earth's surface and the ionosphere. The fundamental Schumann resonance is 7.83 Hertz. Now look at the mathematics of 432 Hertz. It is a higher octave, a perfect harmonic of this 7.83 Hertz frequency. They are mathematically linked. The pyramid tuned to 432 Hertz was designed to sing in perfect harmony with the planet itself. Why does this matter to you?
Because for the last century, our entire civilization has been deliberately shifted away from this natural, harmonic standard. Since the mid-20th century, the international standard for all music has been set at 440 hertz. This standard was imposed, not chosen for its natural properties. 440 hertz is a dissonant, jarring frequency. It is not mathematically resonant with the 7.83 hertz of the Earth. It creates a subtle, persistent state of tension and disharmony in the human body and mind. The 432 hertz standard, which ancient instruments were tuned to, is harmonious. It promotes relaxation, calmness, and coherence in brainwave patterns. The 440 hertz standard promotes agitation, anxiety, and intellectual dissonance. Thoth's frequency code, embedded in the pyramid, is a message in a bottle. It is a reminder of the natural harmony we were designed to live in, and a clue to the discordant matrix of frequency we are currently trapped within. The pyramid was built to amplify the 432 hertz harmony. The modern world was built to suppress it.
So, how did this great machine actually work? The pyramid was not a passive structure. It was designed to actively draw in, convert, and amplify energy. The theory, most famously detailed by engineer Christopher Dunn, is that the pyramid functioned as a coupled oscillator. It coupled its own resonant frequency, 432 hertz, with the planet's frequency, 7.83 hertz, to generate power. First, it needed a source of vibration. The pyramid was originally built on a limestone aquifer, and the Nile River used to flow much closer to the plateau. Water, moving through subterranean channels, would create a steady, low-frequency vibration, or hum. Second, this telluric energy, the Earth's natural vibrations, would rise up into the structure. The massive blocks of piezoelectric granite in the king's chamber and lining other passageways would convert this mechanical vibration directly into an electrical field. The pyramid would begin to vibrate in sympathy with the Earth. It would lock on to the 7.83 hertz Schumann Resonance. Third, the entire structure, acting as a massive resonant cavity, would amplify this energy. The Grand Gallery, with its corbelled walls and precise angles, acted as a resonator, filtering and amplifying the sound. The Queen's Chamber may have been involved in a chemical reaction, generating hydrogen gas to enhance the resonance, as Dunn theorizes. All of this energy was then focused, like a laser, into the king's chamber. The purpose was not to power light bulbs. The power it generated was far more advanced. It was a psychoacoustic technology. By creating an intense, standing wave of 432 hertz harmonic energy, saturated with the 7.83 hertz frequency of the Earth, the pyramid created a unique energetic field. It created a bubble where the barrier between the physical and the metaphysical became thin. It was a tool for creation. It was a machine designed to alter consciousness itself. Now, consider the implications of this. If an ancient civilization could build a machine to harmonize consciousness with the planet, what does that say about our own potential? This knowledge has been suppressed for a reason. If you are ready to continue decoding the forbidden wisdom of the ancients, subscribe to this channel. Join us as we uncover the truths that have been hidden in plain sight.
This brings us to the hollow granite box in the center of the king's chamber, the object that mainstream archaeology insists on calling a sarcophagus. This box is the final paradox. It is cut from a single, massive piece of granite. Its dimensions are too large to have been moved through the narrow entrance of the chamber. This means it was not brought into the chamber. It was placed there first, and the pyramid was built around it. It is the centerpiece. It is the reason the machine exists. It was not a coffin for a dead king. It was an initiation chamber for a living adept. This was the final stage of a profound rite of passage, reserved for those who had trained for years in the Hermetic arts. The initiate would be led into the king's chamber. The pyramid machine would be activated, perhaps at a specific astronomical alignment, and the initiate would lie down inside the granite box. Imagine that experience. The initiate is plunged into total darkness. Then the sound begins, a low hum that builds into an overwhelming physical vibration. The air itself thrums with energy. The granite box transmits the 432 Hz frequency directly into their bones, their cells, their DNA. The 7.83 Hz Schumann Resonance, amplified by the pyramid, would begin to entrain their brainwaves. Their mind would shift from the beta state of normal waking consciousness down through alpha and into a deep theta state, the state of profound meditation, lucid dreaming, and psychic awareness. Flooded with this resonant field, the initiate's consciousness would synchronize with the earth. Their God code, the dormant sacred geometry within their own DNA, would be activated. The goal was the one Thoth wrote about in the Emerald Tablets, the mastery of life and death. The initiate would learn to consciously separate their awareness from their physical body. They would achieve a profound out-of-body experience, traveling the halls of Amenti, the inner dimensions of reality. They would access what we now call the Acoustic field, the universal library of all knowledge. They would understand the as above, so below, seeing the cosmos reflected within themselves. When they returned to their body, they were no longer just human. They had become twice born. They had become a master, a conscious immortal, having conquered the fear of death by experiencing the eternity of their own consciousness. This was the true purpose of the Great Pyramid. It was not a tomb. It was a womb. It was a machine for resurrection, for forging a human into a god. Why was this knowledge so deeply buried? Why was the narrative of a tomb so forcefully pushed upon us? Because this knowledge is power, true power. It is the knowledge that we are not limited, mortal beings trapped in a meaningless material universe. It is the knowledge that we are infinite beings of frequency. The secret message hidden in the pyramids is not a history lesson. It is not a warning about the past or a prophecy about the future. It is a map. It is a technical manual. The principle, as above, so below, means the pyramid is a mirror. It is a macro-scale stone replica of a technology that exists within you. The Great Pyramid is a map of the awakened human body. The king's chamber, the center of the initiation,
corresponds to the most mysterious and sacred organ in your own head, the pineal gland. Your pineal gland, saturated with piezoelectric calcite crystals, is your personal resonance chamber. It is your king's chamber. It is the biological antenna designed to tune into the higher frequencies of the cosmos, to receive the 432 Hz harmony of nature. But we are living in a matrix of dissonant frequency. We are saturated with 440 Hz music, with chaotic electromagnetic frequencies from technology, with a culture of fear and distraction. Our pineal glands are calcified, dormant, and cut off. We are like an orchestra forced to play out of tune. Thoth's frequency code is the reminder. The pyramid stands on the desert plateau as a silent testament to what we are. It is waiting. It is not a relic of the past. It is a blueprint for our future. The message is that we are the machine. We are the instrument. To change our reality, to break free from the matrix of control, we do not need to build new pyramids of stone. We must reactivate the pyramid within. We must change our frequency. We must consciously choose harmony over dissonance. We must seek the 432 Hz of nature, not the 440 Hz of the system. We must tune our own consciousness through meditation, through awareness, through intention, until we once again resonate with the heartbeat of the earth. The Great Pyramid is not just standing there, it is singing. It is broadcasting a single pure note across the sands of time, a note of harmony, a note of potential. And it is waiting for humanity to remember how to sing the same song.